Want to know how to avoid one of the biggest mistakes that I think home builders, architects, and designers make when designing the layout of a home? By the end of this video, you'll know the top 5 priorities that you must know when designing the layout of your mudroom. What's up, everybody? I'm Dan Nagy, founder of Emmett Leo Homes, your insider into the world of building and flipping luxury real estate. Quick reminder before we get started to click that subscribe button right down below and the notification bell right next to it to make sure that you get new videos that come out every week. So one of the biggest problems that I've seen made by home builders, architects, and designers over the last 30 years in the layouts of our homes has really been something that a lot of people don't think about. Mudrooms. That's right, guys, mudrooms. The least sexy place in your house, but actually one room that can drastically improve the functionality and practicality of how your family lives in your home. So here I am in a new house that I just bought, and this place needs entire redesigning. You can see it's an old mudroom. We have bifold doors. We have this nasty door to the garage. Let me show you. Yep. Freezing out there. We've actually got laundry right in behind here, so it's actually not ideal. Now, a mudroom is generally a room in between your garage and the rest of your house. So generally speaking, the kitchen, the pantry, or some way to enter your room. In colder climates, we usually park in the garage almost year round, and if not for 8 months of the year, we hide our cars in there. So this is actually the entrance that we use 8 months of the year. A mudroom is very versatile. A mudroom can be used for a myriad of things. Dropping mail, dropping keys, taking off your shoes, taking off your jacket, hanging jackets, storage, laundry, I guess. It can be used for so many different things. From my experience, it's about 1/4 to 1/2 the size of the grand entrance or the entrance at the front of the house, because people have really been brainwashed to think that they need a wow factor or to impress their friends when their friends come over, but really they're not really paying attention to what they walk into 8 months of the year. Come on. So that might be true. You might want to impress your friends, and that's awesome. However, what I want to focus on is the room that you use on a daily basis, your mudroom. Mudrooms are the main entry point between your garage and your house. It's the entrance that we use 99% of the time, so I'm pretty sure we should put some design, thought, and money into it. Have you ever lived in a room with a small mudroom? How frustrating is that? You can't take off your shoes and hang your jacket, and if you've got your family with you or even another person, you're banging into things and you can't do anything and you just want to get out of there. How frustrating is that? If you know what that's like, comment below. So what do we do about all these issues when planning the layout and design of our new home, or when we're completely flipping or redesigning a home? Well, think of a mudroom and spending money on a mudroom like you would a great bed. You use a great bed every day. You want a comfortable sleep. You want it to be nice. It's the thing that you use almost daily in your house. Or a nice car if you drive a lot. You'll probably spend a little more for a nice ride and to feel good after you get out of that car if you drive all day than if you didn't use it at all. So investing in a mudroom can seriously impact the life and quality of how your family lives in your house. When we are building or redesigning a mudroom, there's 5 top priorities that we think about. So number 1, functionality. Functionality is our number 1 priority when we think of the room that we use almost on the daily. So there's a lot of things that we have to answer. How many people are going to be using it all at the same time? Are you coming in by yourself most of the time, or are you coming in with your family? Are you going to be carrying stuff? Do you come in with a lot of groceries? Do you want to go straight into the pantry or the kitchen or the rest of the house? Generally speaking, do you go into the office? Are you somebody that may be carrying lots of sports equipment and like having it in there? Maybe you like having your laundry in the mudroom. Maybe you need a place to put down your keys and your mail and you like that drop zone area. Maybe you need that organization, like me, where I lose everything if I don't put it in the same place all the time right when I get in the house. Where are you gonna sit? Is it a built-in bench? Is it a freestanding piece of furniture? Are you gonna have storage around it? So really, how do you use it? What's the function or the best function of your mudroom? Functionality is our #1 priority. Is it yours? If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. Priority #2, flow into the kitchen and or pantry. So this is something that we found has been booming over the last few years, is people love having direct access to their kitchen or their pantry. So generally speaking, people will come in with a lot of groceries and want somewhere to put it. So you have to think if that's right for you. If it's not, where do you want your family to go directly out of the mudroom? So one is functionality, and two is, what is it adjacent to? Where do you go into after you come in, get off all your stuff, and move into your house? Our third top priority is aesthetics. This we're talking about the feel, the sight lines, the colors, what you see when you walk in. So really, what do you see when you walk in? I think everyone's had that experience where you walk in and the closet's right across from you and you scare the crap out of yourself because you feel like someone's there. It's creepy and nobody likes it. So what do you see when you open that door from the garage, and what do you feel when you walk in? So aesthetics plays a huge part in how you feel coming into your own house. We want to make this your grand entrance, not just the home's grand entrance. #4, the drop zone. So consider your mudroom as this complete drop zone of all your stuff when you walk in. Where does it all go? Where do your keys go? Where does your wallet go? Mail. If you have kids, you know that they lose things left and right. So we want storage, we want organization. Creating a drop zone in the mudroom, or creating the mudroom as a drop zone, can create a great routine for your family, and it can help you stop losing those small annoying things that always seem to go missing when you walk into your house. Last but not least, #5 priority that we think about when designing a mudroom: your material that you use. So we can think about functionality, but let's take this just a bit deeper. So the material that we use depend on where we live and how we live in our house. Let's think of, like, do you live in a wet climate, a cold climate, a warm climate? Will you need a floor that doesn't get beat up by getting wet all the time? Consider heated tile if you live somewhere that's pretty cold and you want your feet to be warm. Think about millwork and cabinetry, lockers, antique pieces, benches, furniture. Could you tie in a feature that's consistent with the rest of the house in the mudroom, like a wallpaper or shiplap? Mudrooms are a very important room that have seemingly been overlooked over the last 30 years. Consider these top 5 priorities if you're thinking about building or redesigning an existing home. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment with your biggest takeaway. If you want to see some more luxury projects, make sure to go to EmmettLeoHomes.com, where you can see a lot more cool pictures, as well as get your very own free copy of my luxury home building guide.